Director Mueller and Ms. Baczynski, thank you very much. And I'll join the accolades heaped upon you by my co-commissioners and sincerely mean it. Yesterday was not a great day for the FBI in the public's mind. And regardless of the outcome of our ultimate decisions and that sort of thing, I think that today is a good day to start restoring the public's confidence in what has always been a wonderful organization. So I thank you for that. Director Mueller, I would never, I'm not saying you're Pollyannish, and I certainly wouldn't say that, but I'm concerned, and I'd like your thoughts on this whole concept of the centralization of your counterterrorism efforts. And the only reason that I'm saying that, obviously, yesterday we heard that maybe it isn't anything different, but I believe it is, and I think it's a whole different approach, and it's an approach that makes sense. But I assume that other casework is still office of origin and that sort of thing for your normal prosecutions. So given that, look, there's always a resistance in any bureaucracy. We see him come, we see him go. This director wants to do this, that director wants to come to that, but I'm here. And you've got your senior people or your field office people. You've got them all around the country. And because they've been there, they've grown up in that system, they're the senior guys. They're the guys that the young guys look up to, the young women look up to. I mean, because they're the guys. They're used to office of origin on everything. And from everything we've picked up, headquarters isn't exactly the place that a field guy would want to ever even be seen. I mean, it's a cultural thing, as John Lehman just said. At least that's what it appears to be. So it's generational and cultural. And any change is going to take time. But I want to know how you're going to accomplish this. I mean, we have to gauge, is this really doable? And how are you going to accomplish it?
I think your thoughts about that are largely accurate. But I'm not certain totally accurate in this day and age.
Maybe it's a generational thing with me, too.
It may be. I don't mean that. I think the Bureau is changing. I'll tell you, the New York office did a tremendous job in the 1990s, developed a tremendous expertise in addressing al-Qaeda. Tremendous agents, some of the best agents in the country operated there. One of the things I recognized in the wake of September 11th, and I needed that expertise down at headquarters, that you have to have and build in headquarters a cadre of individuals that are respected in the field, or you cannot get the work done. And I have sought to bring in and develop in headquarters a cadre of individuals that are respected in the field because they've been in the field, and respected because if they have not known al-Qaeda before, and the players are learning the players. What is so important for us in the future is to have the cadre of individuals at headquarters who understand all of the elements of the war against al-Qaeda. And that means what the CIA is doing, what the DIA is doing, what NSA is doing, what we're doing internationally with our legats. And what we hope to develop over a period of time is that level of expertise in headquarters that knows all the players, knows what they've been doing, picks up on things, so that it is a central repository of information on this particular threat, and a central repository on Hezbollah, on Hamas, on the other threats that we may have. It will take time. But I believe that since September 11th, there has been far better interaction between headquarters and the field, and understanding that there has to be a coordination such as we have not seen before, a dissemination of information not only through headquarters but throughout the intelligence community, and that we have to build up that cadre of individuals. It is somewhat generational. I believe, for instance, that when we have an important case, we ought to get the best person in the FBI on that case, regardless of where they are within the organization. To the extent that we need to address a particular issue, regardless of where the person may be, in what office, we ought to bring that person and put them on the issue. We are one institution. We have tremendous capabilities. Too often we have had those capabilities located in a particular place and not brought them to bear on the threat. By doing more in the way of coordination and management of headquarters, we are, I believe, leveraging the whole FBI as well as our intersection with state and local law enforcement to this particular threat in ways we have not done before.